Dr. Darnell, here's a great example of a knee CAR, and that stands for controlled articular rotations, as I'll explain it in my analysis, but in my description. But basically what I'm looking for is we probably have enough knee flexion, we probably have enough knee extension, although that will also expose itself as we go through the CAR. But what I'd like to see from this athlete is, does their knee rotate? So we have actually a closed chain environment where the joint directly above the knee is sitting on a seat, and the joint directly below the knee is hooked into a clip that does allow a little bit of motion, but it's a closed chain environment. So basically any motion that comes from the knee moving in or out when they cycle, a good portion of that motion is going to come from the knee. So what I'd really like to see is, can the athlete with the dorsiflexed foot or plantar flex, doesn't matter, I find this easier, can they actually control rotation both externally and internally of the knee? Now, I'm a little bit more restricted with knee internal rotation. I've got external rotation for days, but there's a little bit of rotation there. An athlete that I see that has tons of external rotation and literally none, they just stop here, and any more motion is really just their foot, that to me is a massive red flag. This knee is going to be put through thousands, maybe millions of repetitions over the course of even one ride, or if you think about this, extrapolate that out to months. A knee that doesn't rotate well is going to lead to wearing in very certain parts of the joint, which ultimately, when we're talking about performance, any missed time for injuries is going to be a huge decrement to their performance. So the knee CAR looks like this. I basically start with them hugging their knee. They can give it a little rear naked choke just for some assistance. But I want to see, when they bring their heel to their butt, can they internally rotate the tibia and extend, coming back down? Can they externally rotate the tibia, not the foot? Can they rotate the tibia, extend, and come back down? Most athletes struggle with this, and this is, I think, why you see a lot of ACL tears, because they don't have any rotation in their knee, and for a number of other reasons, but it certainly doesn't help. So in cycling, I think it's very important to have rotation of the knee, and that just gives you a brief glimpse into the CARS assessment and how I would assess the quality of the knee joint.